Muy buenas a todos, chavales, y bienvenidos a una nueva tarde de marcianitos. Tarde en la que seguimos aquí con Jaxo, el Magnífico, justamente a las puertas del enclave de los clérigos, a donde habíamos venido a investigar con este albo que nos sigue a todas partes, llamado Zarik, la bomba que les habían puesto a los albos en uno de sus depósitos de ELEX, que había sido culpa de... ¿Radic? ¿Zarik? No me acuerdo. Un albo que nos habíamos encontrado en Ciudad Cráter y que yo creo que debido a lo que le habíamos dicho en las conversaciones de camino a la ciudadela de los albos, decidió petar el asunto. No sé, sea como sea, espero que lo averiguemos pronto porque empiezo a estar un poco cansado de tanta zarandaja. Vamos a hablar con Zarik porque habíamos visto que aquí no había ningún tipo de incriminación por parte de los clérigos. Así que vamos a seguir la pista a Ciudad de los Proscritos, al cráter.
I'm ready. Good. I'll sync the coordinates with my adjutor. Then we'll teleport there.
¡Oh! Venga. Pues sí.
Couldn't we have saved ourselves the trip to the clerics then?
Exacto.
You mean because I knew the coordinates of the castle? Well, I was hoping you'd take off while we were on the road. I was sure you wouldn't accept my command. How wrong can a person be? Besides, I have to admit your help has proven to be extremely useful.
Vaya.
Well, thank you very much.
Our differences have been settled. No need to hold a grudge. Well, shall we?
Claro que sí.
We shall.
Bueno, yo pensaba que íbamos a hacer todo el camino a pata, porque como ya habíamos hecho todos los caminos a pata, de los berserkers a los morcones, de los morcones había cráter, del cráter a los albos y de los albos a los clérigos, pues digo, oye, está tan bien, ¿no? Bueno, se han apiadado de nosotros, afortunadamente. Genial, ya estamos por aquí. ¿Verdad? ¿Qué hacemos? ¿Tú también vas a entrar? ¿Qué hacemos? Venga.
So, what do we do?
Our target is an outlaw named Viper. The two outlaws I shadowed mentioned him. And if I'm not mistaken, he's the one Skibor got the bomb from. I'll take the north of the city, you take the south. Objections?
No, me parece bien.
Why don't we search together?
As our mission to the clerics has been quite fruitful, we'll proceed in a similar way here. But don't go talking to just any random nobody. You need to specifically target people who have a lot of contact with others. Start with a gate guard. If you get to him before I do, put him through the ringer. You can do that without me. Everything will become clear soon. I can feel it.
Vale, perfecto. Pues nada, antes de empezar, no sé si a lo mejor tenemos que dejarle a él que hable primero. Tenemos que venir nosotros. No, él pasa, nos lo deja a nosotros. Vale, pues antes de ponernos a esto, vamos a brindar a vuestra salud, la mía y la de Jax. El buen Jax. Buen material. Venga, vamos a ver. ¿Qué te cuentas, Darius? Ya, pero no nos han dicho nada al final. Supongo que tenemos más cosas marcadas. Sí. Vale, o sea que tenemos varias zonas en las que podemos encontrar a gente para preguntarle. Panfleto clérigo, este le pusimos nosotros. Nero.
Can you tell me where to find Viper?
I could, yes. But why should I?
I just want to talk to him, that's all.
I'm sorry, but no. Don't misunderstand me, I'm not protecting him. I have no sympathy for those who crawl around in the shadows. Unless you see his name on my board, you won't learn anything from me. That would violate my personal and professional ethics.
Me voy a cagar en todo, O sea, dejaos de tanta mierda, tanta hostia y ayudadme un poco, joder.
You again. I gave you 20% of my take just last week.
Come now, Vicky. With the influx of strangers in the crater these days, danger can lurk behind every corner. It's more and more difficult to ensure the safety of you and your business from this tidal wave of potential criminals. This also means, unfortunately, the price for my protection services must increase. Supply and demand, you know. I don't believe that 800 Elexit is too much to ask, considering the wealth of some of your clientele. Not to mention the quality of protection you receive for it.
That's more than half my take. You can't be serious.
Listen to me, sweetie. I'll say it slower this time. You pay the blade, and the blade makes sure you're alive to make money next week. The blade can stop his protection at any time, if that's what you want. To be at the mercy of any number of unsavory types.
Okay, okay. I'll pay up.
I knew you were smart the moment I laid eyes on you. I'll see you next week.
So, how can I help you? I've got some new potions in stock. Feel free to take a look at the merchandise.
I heard you talking with that blade guy. He giving you trouble?
Yeah. I was robbed a while back. Half of my goods were stolen. Next day, this guy shows up saying he'll protect me if I pay him. Everyone knows he's the one going around robbing people and killing off all the business. Then he shows up demanding payment for his so-called protection.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
What do you want me to do? Report it to the City Watch?
El viejo Jax puede
No, there's
ayudarte.
no such thing. All I could do is hire my own protection. But I can't afford that. Not with all the protection money I pay to Blade.
I could take care of this blade guy for you.
Like I said, I can't pay anyone. Or are you planning on helping for free?
Sí, te ayudaré sin cobrarte nada. ¿Qué podrías darme a cambio? Si quieres un guardaespaldas decente, debes pagar en consonancia.
Yeah, I'll help you for free.
Really? You'd do that for me? But why? What do you get out of it?
I don't like people taking advantage of those weaker than them.
Thank you so much. I'll be glad when Blade finally stops this shit.
Perfecto.
What should I do with Blade? You want your money back?
No. I just want him to leave me alone. But be careful messing with him. There's a reason people turn a blind eye to his business. He might not be good for much, but what he is good for is fighting.
Where can I find Blade?
He struts around the city bullying people. You're bound to run into him sooner or later.
Bueno. Tú no te preocupes, que Jax se va a encargar de solucionarte la papeleta. Es más, voy a aparcar esta misión para centrarnos en esta otra. Cuchilla, hijo. Escúchame una
Blade
cosa.
has no time for bums like you. So how about you kindly fuck off out of here?
Te voy a arreglar el flequillo de gilipollas ese que me llevas, ¿eh?
Look, I don't want any trouble.
Good. So get the fuck out of my face. I thought you didn't want trouble. So why are you looking at me like that?
¿Qué ojos tiene? Me estoy pensando darte una buena paliza. ¿No deberías decirme quién eres? Quiero que dejes en paz a Vicky. Vamos a empezar
I
chill.
want you to leave Vicky alone.
Que sea él el que se triggere.
Vicky. Oh, let me think. Oh, you mean that bitch who doesn't pay her debts?
Uf, por favor.
Yeah. Has she sent you here to threaten me or worse?
There doesn't have to be violence. Maybe we can work something out.
If you want me to stop collecting shards from her, you'd better have a very good offer.
A ver, sigue causando problemas a Vicky, que ahora es tu propia tumba. Inteligencia 40. ¿Sabes qué? Voy a darte un puñetazo en la cara. A ver si esto.
Vicky any more trouble, and you'll be praying for death.
Is that some kind of threat?
You're making her very unhappy. This time she only sent me. Next time, you won't get off so easily.
You're saying that she might want to have me killed?
Could be. You never know what a desperate person is capable of.
Huh. You have a point. Okay, I'll leave her alone. Whatever.
Vaya mierda de
I've got
camorrista,
plenty of
¿no?
Other sources of income. Vicky's money was just a drop in the ocean. If If you don't need anything else, I'll be off. And if I see you again, it'll be too soon.
Se ha completado, bla bla bla. Me estoy pensando darte una buena paliza, ¿no? ¿Debes decirme quién eres?
Maybe you should tell me who you are.
They call me Blade, because I cut up people who ask too many stupid questions.
So what are you doing here?
Isn't it? So if you don't have any levy to pay me...
Me gustaría decirle esto, en verdad. Pero es que seguro que nos sube la destrucción y no quiero tal cosa. A ver, vamos a contarle a Vicky que ya hemos solucionado su problema con el chantajista este. Vicky, maja, ya está el asunto.
Blade won't be demanding any more protection money from you.
You really did it. I owe you. I'm so grateful to you. Doing what you did without asking for shards. It's special. Hopefully now I'll be able to get...
You're welcome.
Pleasure doing business with you. If you're ever in the area and want... Thanks again.
Vale, perfecto. Pues una vez solucionado esto, vamos a coger a Nira, porque la he tenido que dejar aquí, he tenido que cargar, porque al completar esta misión, por lo visto, no le gustaba. No le gusta que seamos muy desprendidos, así que he tenido que cargar y volver a hacerlo sin ella en el grupo. Vamos a seguir con la misión esta. Vale, aquí tenemos a Mick, que ya habíamos hablado alguna vez con él. No se puede olvidar esa barba, tío. Vamos a preguntarle a ver qué nos enseña este, porque no sé si a lo mejor podríamos aprender... No jodas, que no tengo puntos de habilidad, me cago en la leche, es verdad, que los gastamos el otro día en estas mierdas. Ah, qué putada, este podía habernos enseñado química. Pues vamos necesitando química para poder fabricar pociones. En fin, vamos a preguntarle sobre Víbora.
Can you tell me where to find Viper?
Viper? Can't say I know him.
Pues vaya.
Right. How much?
You deaf? I said I don't know him. All I got is some hooch. You want?
No, déjate.
That's a load of crap.
It could go either way.
Hey, not so fast. The deal was I let you in once. That's it. One time only. So scram.
Vale. Me la comes, Sander. Pedazo de gilipollas.
I can't remember Xander giving you permission to be here.
Pero qué pedazo de cabrones. Sí.
Hey, mister. You looking for someone?
Ah, pues sí.
Aren't you up a little late for a kid?
No fair. Answer my question first.
How do you even know I'm looking for someone?
None of your beeswax. But I'll help you find him for 1,000 shiny ones.
I'm not paying you that much.
5,000 then.
You have no idea how to haggle, do you? You're supposed to lower the price, not raise it higher.
Oh, then, I want 5. That's it.
If you actually help me, I'll give you 10.
Whoa, for real? Deal.
There, you've got your Elexit.
A ver si la niña
So
sabe
what you
algo,
got to
joder.
tell me?
My daddy knows the guy you're looking for.
Does your daddy have a name?
He does, but you gotta guess it. It's no fun if you don't guess.
Pero ¿cómo lo voy a adivinar, niña?
Okay, give me a clue.
He's the most important man in the whole crater.
No jodas.
Baxter is your daddy?
Not him. My daddy makes sure no one goes thirsty.
Ah,
You're
Mick,
talking
claro.
about Mick, the innkeeper.
Bingo! Hey, you're smarter than you look.
Your dad said he doesn't know the guy I'm looking for.
Oh, you would say that.
Okay, I'll ask him again.
Don't tell him I snitched. He'd get angry.
You got my word.
I gotta go now. See you around somewhere, maybe.
Vale, pues entonces ya tenemos más o menos una pista fiable. Vamos a volver a hablar con Nick. Y apretarle un poco las clavijas. A ver, barbudo.
Bullshit. You know who Viper is.
How? How do you know? God damn it. That little hussy's running her mouth again, ain't she?
That's none of your business.
There ain't nothing but trouble with that one. I swear.
Lay a hand on her, and you'll be in much bigger trouble.
All right, relax. I ain't gonna hurt her. It's just that if certain things reach the wrong people, my ass is grass, you know?
Lol.
Then there won't be no one around to take care of her. But that's my problem. We're talking about Viper. I do some work for him, delivering some stuff now and again, little jobs here and there, nothing major.
Tan difícil era decirme eso, ¿por qué no lo hiciste antes?
Was that so hard? Why didn't you tell me that in the first place?
Because you piss him off and he won't let you forget it. Ever. That's why.
Bueno, eso es cosa nuestra, tú
I ain't so
raja.
comfortable with this. What do you want from him?
I want to meet him. Can you arrange that?
You sure are demanding, fella. He's gonna ask questions. What do I tell him when he asks why you want to meet?
Coño, pues dile la verdad.
We have a mutual friend, Skibor.
All right, fine. I'll tell him. Wait till tomorrow night. I'll let you know if the meeting's still on.
Hasta mañana por la noche, de acuerdo. De acuerdo, ¿podemos dormir a algún lado? Pues mira, voy a hacer una cosa. Como de todas formas tenemos que esperar, lo que voy a hacer es viajar hasta el bastión, porque tenemos movidas que hacer. Como por ejemplo dejar un par de cachos de mapa. Y mejorar la mochila propulsora. Duermo por allí y volvemos después de hacer esas cosas. Vale, perfecto. Pues ya tenemos 30 de 50 de capacidad añadida. Más de la mitad. Y en algún momento tendremos que instalar los retrocroetes estos y la suspensión aérea. Que yo creo que hasta que no tengamos armas de distancia, lo de la suspensión aérea, pues tampoco es que nos rente demasiado. Ya se supone que ha tenido que pasar un día. Vaya, esta nos salta con misión de compañero.
What exactly would that entail?
There's a group of clerics exploring Caracas. I want to know what makes them tick, and what they think about us albs. I want to know their plans, and get an idea of how dangerous they could be to us albs.
I see. Do you know where these clerics are right now?
Yeah, but not for how long. We have to move fast if we're gonna catch them.
What now?
Vamos a dejar esto de momento. Vamos a acabar esta misión. Y después de acabar esta misión, si el otro álbum nos da un poco de tregua, hacemos la misión de compañero de la mujer esta. De momento vamos a volver a hablar con Nick rápidamente. Venga, ya estamos por aquí. ¿Dónde está este señor? Aquí.
So, did you set up the meeting with Viper?
Your internal clock is off. You're too early.
¿Cómo que es pronto? Me cago en la leche. Vale, pues me he ido, he vuelto a hacer una serie de movidas, recoger basura, vender cosas tal, y estoy aquí un día después a ver si el mix este ya nos ha arreglado el encuentro con Víbora. Esto es. Espero que no esté muy en el quinto pino. A ver.
That guy over there is one of Viper's boys. His boss can't be far away. I'd come with you, but...
I'll handle it. You head on home.
Yeah, I'll do that. Good luck, pal.
Vale, pues nada, vamos a ver... Supongo que se refiere a este, ¿no?
Ah, there you are. You're the VIP Viper's been waiting for.
Menos petaca y más andando, macho. ¿O qué pasa? Tengo que venir por aquí y tal.
There you are. Come on in.
Estos se parecen al hombre de la máscara de hierro, tío.
Don't be scared.
¡Ah, el bigote zorra!
So, you're the other one.
The other one what?
There was an Albin here earlier. Said his name was Zarek. He was a little too nosy for my liking.
What'd you do to him?
Nothing. He's okay. We got off on the wrong foot, but I won't hold it against you. Besides, this place doesn't exactly inspire confidence.
What's your point?
I get it. Give me a sec. I don't need you anymore. Go wait outside.
You got it, boss.
You know, I normally have a stake in everything. Goods, services, you name it. But I've been trying to expand lately, and I'm losing business partners left and right. It was all so promising when I started. But here I go, getting ahead of myself. Let's start from the beginning. You're here for Skibor, just like your pale-faced friend. Or should I say, ex-friend. That rat left for the depot when I fed him a few lies. What a shame. One leaves you in the lurch, and the other blows himself up.
You know about that?
Of course, and I owe you my thanks for that. If it wasn't for you, that idiot Howler would have ruined everything. In case you don't remember, he was looking to relieve you and Skibor of your shards. It's a good thing you didn't get pulled into his game. Skibor never would have succeeded.
Entiendo.
I think you're being a little too free with the info here.
You should know the truth. Doesn't matter anyway. You can't prevent the attack now. So there's no need to keep up the charade.
So you and Skibor were partners?
We weren't partners, but he was a useful tool for me. But first things first. When Skibor first arrived in the crater, I couldn't tell the difference between him and the rest of the scum. He was just an average-looking guy. But this average-looking guy was buying ELEX left and right, so I knew something was fishy. So I wanted to know two things from him. Where did he get the shards to pay for the ELEX, and why didn't I ever see him use it? He's made full use of everything else. Everything was a rush for him. Didn't matter if it was alcohol or women. He had no control. He wasn't telling me anything, so I just pumped him full of chems.
Uy, la hostia.
He was singing like a canary then. And you wouldn't believe what he told me. An alb agent disguised as a human? Genius. Then I got an idea. All I needed for it was a bomb. A human bomb.
Ah, por eso el cabrón se deshizo.
How'd you make Skibor into a bomb?
It was easy. Getting him sedated was a cinch.
Ay, qué cabrón.
Then I sliced him open and wired him up.
Joder, ¿y no se dio cuenta de que tenía ahí una raja?
He had no side effects. Well, except for the odd stomach ache. Albs are tough, man. Same goes for a fucked up alb.
Joder.
How'd you know when he was gonna leave?
I knew his routine. At least I thought I did. I gave him double the ELEX and hoped he would deliver the stuff to his client. But that son of a bitch didn't move. He couldn't get enough of the stuff. And I didn't have any more to give him. I mean, imagine the situation. He could have gone off if he'd farted and taken half the crater with him. Even though the detonator was only supposed to react to a high concentration of ELEX, I wasn't sure exactly what would happen. And neither Baxter nor Hector would have found it funny to have their huts torn out from straight under their asses. Luckily, you came along and made everything better.
So the attack on the Albs was all your idea?
Of course. Those fireworks were supposed to catapult me to the top. It just didn't pan out that way, as you can tell.
You're pretty calm for a guy who almost started a war.
Se está ganando
It's not
una...
us that has the albs' attention.
un palizote,
It's those
¿no?
stupid purple bugs. Besides, the clerics were the ones who were supposed to be the whipping boys.
Qué cabrón.
All I had to do was set Skibor on them. It was a simple trade. Their metal for ELEX. That was the deal. But Skibor didn't know it'd be the last deal he ever made. So, this brings up a question. How'd you find out about me?
You didn't cover your tracks as well as you thought.
Well, that won't happen a second time. What if I were to offer you a job, huh? You come and work for me? What do you say?
Ni colaboro ni trabajo como agente de tu... Desde luego.
I don't work with or for people like you.
You know what? That's exactly the kind of answer I'd expect from you. I just can't work with anyone who knows more than I do. And what you know is enough to get me killed.
It was a mistake sending your guards outside.
Mistake? That's just the way I want it. The less they know, the better. But since you seem to miss them, I'll bring them back. Tell Skibor I say hello.
Sí.
Shit! What was that?
El albo.
Here we go!
¿Ande ibas? ¿Ande ibas? Tío mierdas. Tío mierdas. Ay, a la mierda. Para mí todo. Y subimos de nivel, genial.
Where did you come from? You didn't think I would abandon you, did you?
La destrucción ha aumentado, ¿por qué? Ah, por una rata, seguro, mierda. Putos bichos, ¿por qué han puesto que la destrucción aumenta si te cargas a un bicho de esos? Que te lo puedes cargar de lo más fácil en medio de un combate, coño. A ver, creías que te iba a dejar en la estacada, la verdad es que sí. No, hombre, no, me alegro de verte.
No, it's good to see you.
Don't mention it. Let's get the fuck out of here before people start asking too many
Sí.
questions.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Track this guy down before you did.
Coño.
He distrusted me from the outset. That gave him an advantage, so I had to take action.
What do you mean you played dumb?
I must have been convincing.
Oye,
His henchmen
puedo...
didn't follow me.
Good thing you took them out.
Puedo.
I wasn't sure you could handle them all, so why take a risk? Let's sum up the results one last time. We'll go up there, have some peace and quiet.
Espérate, espérate, porque es que aquí hay mucha mierda y ya que nos hemos cargado a los dueños, voy a intentar cogerla toda antes de ir a hablar con el señor este. Vale, pues ya tendríamos la casa desvalijada. Ah, aquí hay un cadáver, por lo visto. No, ¿dónde está el cadáver? Nos sale que hay un cadáver que no hemos looteado. Lo cual no puede ser... Ah, la rata, tío. La rata que nos ha costado el buen karma que llevábamos. A ver, ¿por qué no nos sale el señor este, tío? Seguir a Zarik. Venga, vamos a seguir a Zarik. Que está aquí al lado, joder. Supongo que saldremos de la ciudad cráter esta, ¿no? Para hablar. ¿Podrías sprintar, no, macho? Vaya gente algo de mis cojones. Poderes sobrehumanos mejorados con hiles, pero no puedes sprintar, cabrón. Estás pisando huevos. Buena meada, señor.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, out with it. What did you learn?
Skibor is only partly to blame.
Ay.
ELEX became his undoing.
How so? His consumption was limited to a minimum.
He was supposed to get it for someone. The outlaw took advantage of that and turned it into a bomb.
What? You know what that means. It's not over yet.
What are you talking about?
Listen, Alexander Azok's long suspected that Commander Aris is taking more ELEX than allowed. It was my job to find out if his theory was true. You remember our meeting at the Collector's? I was looking for a middleman there. I had no idea that Skibor had taken on that role himself. The Commander is a security risk.
Entiendo, debiste haberme lo contado antes. ¿Y qué problema hay? Deja que se atiborre a Iles. Vamos a decirle esto.
I know. I regret that I didn't. I don't know the reasons for Arissa's behavior, but I've learned that it's better to find out before jumping to any conclusions. Except, I'm no longer the right man for the job. You've shown me what it is to be efficient, what it means to make your own decisions. I can't just return to the depot and keep on like before. I want to understand how the world works.
No jodas.
To do that, I have to turn my back on the directive. I have to leave the Alps.
Pero qué cojones, qué random es esto.
Azok's not gonna like this.
I don't care. The fact that you're going to tell him that to his face more than makes up for it.
So, what are you gonna do now?
I'll do what you did. Disappear into exile for a while. But if you want to do me one last favor, cut the commander some slack. I know you two didn't get along, but we owe her a lot.
I'll think about it.
As a start? Who knows, you might even be able to open her eyes. As I don't understand much about saying goodbye, I won't even try.
All right. Take care of yourself, Sarek.
I will. But go now. The depot is waiting. Oh, and Jax.
Yeah?
Thanks.
Joder, lo podíamos haber acogido de compañero o de... En el bastión, ¿sabes? De recurso más para el bastión. A ver. ¿Qué hacemos pues ahora? Enfrentarse a Irisa, ¿no? Tendríamos que ir a cantarle las 40 a la señora esta, que lo ha liado todo. Vamos a viajar rápido. Qué raro que no haya un viaje rápido dentro de la base de los albos, que me hagan venir hasta aquí, tío. Y con la mochila propulsora en un par de saltitos estamos. La verdad es que es muy potente esta parte de la muralla. Con el río de lava, el foso de lava ahí, y luego el acantilado, la muralla y su puta madre, o sea, está un rato chulo. A ver, vamos a dar cuenta del merodeador este. Que por cierto, he subido de nivel y no he puesto puntos. La madre que lo pare. Coño. Perfecto. Perfecto. Nireja, levanta para arriba.
Methods of construction were highly inefficient.
You're back. Good. I assume you have nothing to report?
Bueno, pues no exactamente.
But it's better if I tell you the rest without your guards here.
Excuse me. I must have misheard you.
Trust me, I'm doing you a favor.
Okay, if it's that important to you. Leave us alone.
Yes, Commander.
All right, explain. Are the clerics responsible for the attack?
Nope.
Not the clerics. The outlaws. One of them, at least.
What are you talking about? Skibor would never have gotten involved with them.
Not willingly, no. But he was being used and they made him into a living bomb. And it's all thanks to you.
How dare you? You're standing in front of a commander of the Albs.
A ver, ahórrate la actuación, quiero ayudarte. Has violado la directiva. Se acabó lo de tu tráfico de ELEX. Me estás haciendo perder el tiempo. Iré a ver a Azok. El otro dice que fuéramos magnánimos. Vamos a intentar ser magnánimos.
Help me? Nobody can help me.
I can try. But you need to be honest for once.
All right, fine. No more lies. Skibor had to supply me with ELEX. I couldn't think of another way out. You can't imagine what it's like. All I do, every day, all day, is pass down judgments. Every one means a death. And the bodies pile up and up. The lifeless faces blur together. But I do it. And I deal with it, and I make more hard decisions, and I always put efficiency first. I always promote our vision. And I use ELEX to help me forget. to blunt these emotions and leave me cold.
Anda, que...
The normal ration's not enough. Skibor understood that, more than anybody else. But now you're here, and holding up the mirror to me.
She's suffering. Can't you see that?
I've just made everything worse. There's no future for me.
¿Quién dice que tu futuro está con los albos? Podrías trabajar para los clérigos. Si lo que quieres es compasión, no le esperes de mí. Vamos a decirle
He says
esto.
your future lies with the albs. You could work for the clerics.
Me? For the clerics? Huh. They would never.
Que sí.
Refuse a helping hand? Correct.
You're hard to understand. Why are you doing this? Why are you helping me?
I promised a friend.
A friend? Who?
Zarek.
Zarek? Did I hear you right? I thought he hated you. In fact, your dislike of each other is the reason you were sent off together. As a distraction to stop attention landing on me. Guess I failed at that too. Where is he anyway?
Pues...
He's not coming back. Neither should you.
Se vaya por tabaco.
Now don't make me ask you again. Go to the clerics. If Hagen digs his heels in, tell him I sent you. He owes me a favor.
Right away. I just have to pack up my kit. My final order is, report to Azok. It's up to him to officially close this investigation.
Vale, perfecto.
Tell him about my misconduct. Maybe it'll help him to appoint a more capable successor. Oh, and Jax.
Uf.
Thank me another time.
So long.
Excellent.
We'll talk later.
Vale, pues se pira, parece ser. Supongo que vendrá aquí a coger sus mierdas, empacar y esas cosas, y se pirará. Vale, perfecto. Pues venga, vamos a hablar con Azok para ya terminar esta misión finalmente. A ver qué nos dice el señor. Coño, que no está aquí. Ah, joder, se me ha pasado, tío. Azok, majo.
The attack on the silo has been cleared up.
I expected a report from my personal agent. Where's Zarek?
Muerto, mentir. Ha decidido dar la espalda a los albos. Es que no sé si tengo que decirle esto o lo otro, tío. Me cago en la puta, no he guardado.
He's turned his back on the albs.
With your encouragement.
No. It was his own choice.
Decisions must serve the common good, not personal motives. But let's get back to the attack. Summarize the facts. Focus on information about the initiator and possible accomplices. The initiator first. Who was it?
An outlaw. He was pursuing his own agenda.
His status?
Muerto.
Eliminated.
Good. Any retaliatory measures will be taken in due course. Now the accomplices. Who was involved and in what capacity?
Skibor was a victim of circumstance. His cover was blown in the crater and they made him into a living bomb.
How did he get exposed?
Porque compraba demasiado
Elix's
ELEX.
fault. She used him to get herself some ELEX.
I feared for some time she was abusing her post. Now I'm sure. All told, we are down in ELEX silo, a scout, and a commander. Under these circumstances, I'm counting on you rejoining us.
Vale.
I'm in desperate need of a replacement for Zarek.
Vale.
Think it over. Being with the Albs is your destiny.
Vale. A ver. Tanto si queremos unirnos a los albos como si queremos unirnos a los clérigos, tenemos que unirnos primero a los albos. Entonces, me voy a quedar con uno de los dos. No voy a ser ni Morcono, ni Berserker, ni proscrito. Así que voy a darle y después de esto... Bueno, después de esto no. Cuando llegue el momento de decidir entre albos y clérigos, haré un guardado de seguridad por si acaso.
I want to join you.
Given your past, I need to know you're serious.
No, si en serio voy.
Becoming an alb again means complying with the directive. And it means you can't join another faction.
Bueno, eso lo vamos viendo.
My mind's made up. I want to be an alb.
I welcome your decision. Let's make it official.
Lo que no sé si a lo mejor debería haber esperado y cerrar todas las misiones de alianza antes.
An instance. We strive for effectiveness and perfection. The interests of an individual count for nothing. Only the goal has meaning. Are you prepared to submit to these requirements?
Te digo que sí, pero por los cojones.
Will you do your duty and follow orders without question?
No.
I will. Then take this armor as a symbol of your loyalty.
Eso es lo que queremos. Suelta la gallina y calla. Así.
You are a scout. Our eyes and our long-reaching arms. Whatever is hidden, you will uncover. Whatever flees, you will capture. And whatever blocks your way, you will remove. Welcome back. Welcome to the Alps, Jax.
Perfecto.
What happens now?
I'm well aware that you would like your old rank of commander back. It's not that simple. First, you will have to carry out tasks as a scout and trooper to show you have not forgotten our directive in the time you were away from the Alps. But I will assign your tasks fairly. I won't obstruct you becoming commander again longer than I have to. First, Kel will retrain you in the basics.
Vale.
After that, return to me for assignment. Dismissed.
Vale. Bueno,
Wow.
pues antes que nada.
Good.
Antes que... vaya, no podemos ponernos aquí porque Cristal no nos deja. Tío, la nueva armadura de los albos me parece un puto despropósito. O sea, es que la del 1 tenía una serie de detalles, pero fíjate las placas esas del pecho, que le llegan hasta la clavícula, colega. Es que es la vaguería, Vamos a ver. Los pantalones son estos los pantalones de los albos, ¿en serio? ¿O qué pasa? Solamente nos daban la parte de arriba del cuerpo, tío. Tengo que ver a Kel para que me entrene. Bueno, esto ya no lo vamos a hacer hoy, pero vamos a dirigirnos hacia donde está el Kel para empezar directamente con eso el próximo día. Oye, tema armadura, por cierto, que me he fijado en si era chula o no, pero 41, 45. La ganancia tampoco ha sido tanta, la verdad. O sea, de ir con una rebequita a ir con una armadura, solamente gano 4 puntos de armadura. De puta madre. Super worth. Vale, bueno, pues por aquí estaría el señor que nos tiene que entrenar. Así que nada, de momento lo vamos a dejar por aquí. Con este Jax engomado. Con sus gafas de sol súper chulas. Espero que os haya gustado el capítulo de hoy. Hemos hecho un huevo de cosas. Bueno, en realidad no tantas, pero el avance sí que ha sido patente. Darle a like si os ha gustado. Suscribiros si no lo estáis. Y compartid el vídeo para que llegue a la mayor cantidad de gente posible. Sin más, nos vemos mañana en un nuevo episodio de las aventuras de el Comandante Jax el Magnífico. Aquí, en Tarde de Marcianitos. Hasta la vista.